Hello, John. John. Let me get set up here, buddy. I haven't been on here for quite a while. I apologize. I was on what you call vacation. I worked harder doing that than around the house. How have you been? Wasn't you going to go on vacation or something you told me? 6 weeks. Wow. So where is it you're going? Are you going to go see Callie? It was great. We eat like kings and queens. Well, there she is. Wow. That's going to be a big vacation, John. John. What'd you think about Victor? And man, that tore us up. I got too close to the weed eater. What a bastard. Who you talking to? How's your toe, Ann? Is it any better? Okay, John. John. Oh, Victor. Oh, okay. I thought you was calling me a bastard. Damn it. Oh, it's clearing up. Good deal. Did you take them ibuprofen? That'll take that swelling out. When I've had trouble with my elbow, I loaded up on them, and it helped a bunch. Oh, and my sugar today was 96. It was 109 yesterday. Now I don't know what it was when I was on vacation, because if I would have took it while I was on vacation, it would just upset me because I would have eat the same regardless. Well, Epsom salts is good. That's a good deal. Man, I just don't understand that. Of course, you've been diabetic more or longer than me. We probably came into it about the same age, but seeing as how you're older. But I think that Jardian's working pretty good for me. And I have been watching more so here while we're home. And I've been taking or eating my honey more regular too. I think that I think that helps a lot. Now, Ann, are you going to talk? What's going on with the phone? Who who's there with you? Well, mute it. Well, mute it. Mute it. Hello, Sparky. How are you today? John's going to. Are you going to mute it? Yeah, because I'm. John's going to Kentucky almost 2 weeks, and then New York, and we'll be back in Florida and staying in Brandon with, I guess, I don't know where it's at. Well, Sparky, how are you? Are you still seeing the chat or no? Good. Okay. So you going to stay somewhere before you get down there? Okay. Brandon is close to Tampa, John says. Um, People on the chat, my sister, she gets tired typing, so she has to call me. And regardless whether she likes it or not, she is older than I am. But anyhow, that's partly about your diabetes. But I think that Jardian's going to do okay. Altos. Altos. Well, I don't know. If you're doing okay, I wouldn't add another pill. See there, John says his sister's older too. Did you go to the hospital today? They had they had caramel apple salad. Can you can you see the chat? Can you see the chat? Pronounce that name for me. Okay. Hello, Jordan. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Hello, Yankee Living. Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in. Let me see what this pill is, but I wouldn't add anything. Let's see, what is it called? I got to find it first. No. No, you're going in that mess. Let's see, where in the hell is that? Okay, it is Acos. A. Well, it's good. It's got a big long word. Are you ready? Okay, it's Pilitazone. No C. Z. Pilitazone. Z. And that's the name of it. And then it's the generic for ACTOS. One of them's yeah, Acos or something like that. But well, John, when you go on vacation, do you have a laptop to take with you? I like my laptop, but I think it was their internet. It's not real great, but hey, it was something. And and you sent me a picture on my phone. Don't send pictures to me on my phone. I can't. I got a computer. I don't need a high tech phone. If you want to talk to me, you can call me. I don't need that fancy shit. And I'm cheap. It's $25. Well, can't look at it. Can't look at it on the phone. Gerald does that shit all the time. And I tell her, don't send me a picture because I can't see it. Can't do it. Can't do it. So fine. He just he's done fine now. I don't know how to explain it. He just I guess he had an attitude. I don't know. Could have been. He's fine. Yeah. Well, I got eye drops. Well, no, I got doctor's eye drops for it. Yeah, because I don't use them all the time, and they're expensive. I have no idea. He's fine. He'll be okay. I don't know. No, it won't transfer to my computer. Yankee living. I've got one of these flip phones, and they just don't operate that way. He was saying, "Can I transfer it to the?" No, I can't do it because I can't retrieve it, and it just don't happen. No, I'm a tight fucker. That's what I am. Oh, I shouldn't have said that word, but that's all right. They'll get over it. It's your damn fault. All right, all right. I'm gonna get off here so I can talk to people. Okay. No, you can't. I just got a flip phone, and it just doesn't receive pictures, and I don't need it. I've got a computer, and of course I got a laptop when I travel too, so I can receive pictures on it. But it works great. You can talk over the United States with it. So, and it's only $25 a month. So them smartphones, you got to pay a high dollar. Hunter could do that, but I don't need it. I've got a computer, so I can look up stuff on the computer at home when I get ready. So Yankee living, what have you been doing? You got your garden out, and Jordan, glad you come in. Sorry I didn't say much to you when you came in, but I appreciate you being on here. It says I've got 4 people watching. Well, I hope everybody's checked out my new videos. I got some more loaded. I'm gonna put up a video every other day, and I've got it set to a schedule where it comes on every other day at the same time of the day. Hello, finite world. Our trip was fine. did good deal. We went right down through Chicago, bumper to bumper, 4 deep, a grand total of 15 miles an hour, and then stopped. Yeah, but we got to see a lot of sights and stuff that we wouldn't have. We stayed at this one place, and we was only 8 miles, or I mean 8 blocks to the beach of the Lake Michigan. It was beautiful. Yeah, yeah. You can help them plant and eat their vegetables. I'm doing good, Kelly. Thank you for coming on here. You're one of my. You and John are the. What am I trying to say? The the quickest people that come on here support me. One or two of them. Yankee Living, he's always on here. I appreciate everybody that comes on here. Finite World. But I knew you and John Kelly for a long time. And we all need to support each other. Can't get there by ourselves. There is no I in team. Kelly, you're almost 300. That's pretty cool. There's a link for Kelly's channel. I think it was 293. If we could help her to get to 300, boy, it'd be great. Yeah, well, it's just my opinion. If you put one up every day, you know, it starts to be old hat. So I'm trying this time to put one up every other day, and we'll see how that works. People will be. For it, you know. Hello, fat boy. How are you? Well, I Yankee Living. I try to support dog. Dog supported me in my time of need. I wish he could get monetized, but I don't know what the deal is with YouTube. Dog's got a lot more hours and hours and uh, subs and stuff than I've got, and they're not monetizing him. And he should have been monetized back in Thanksgiving. I'm doing good, fat boy. I got to see your comment before you deleted it. I don't know why you deleted it. We're not taking off for spelling. If that was the case, I wouldn't even get on here. Well, that's good, fat boy. I seen you was going live the other, maybe it's last night, and I didn't get there in time to catch it. but I'm tickled to death that you're on here with me now. Jordan, let me check out some of your videos. It says you hit 500. That's great. Well, you got a lot of videos, Jordan, and they're just the right amount of time because minutes long, you kind of lose interest. I've got one that I put up. It's not up yet. Um, there was a storyteller at that fish boil, and it's the video is 36 minutes long. So it's a little long, but if people watch it, it's pretty interesting about how Raleigh's Bay came about and stuff like that. Who's buffering? Uh, Yankee Living? Am I buffering? What happened? I'm here now, ain't I? Of course, I can't tell it on my end. Well, I don't know what to do about it, Yankee. I shouldn't be cutting out because this computer's got a lot of power. And can you see me? All right. No, my internet's not out. There you go. Fat Boy's not having trouble. I mean, if I knew what to do for you, I'd do something to change it. Okay, so John, uh, you say 480p. Where is that setting? You think that I should change mine or they should change theirs? Two tin cans and string. We'll get her. Okay. So I need to do that before I fire up the live stream, though. Right, John? John? Let me write this down. I'm not going to try to do it now because I'll kick out the plug and I'll lose everything. 480p instead of auto. All right. I will definitely look into that. I'm old, but I'm not too old to learn. The viewers. Okay. Well, if it's going to help, John, I'm going to try it. So, John, do you have to do that every time that you go into a live stream? Okay. If you leave it on auto, it will buffer. Okay. I'll check into it. I'll have to get me a rod and reel, see if I can catch you guys really in every time. Okay. Hello, Sanford. How are you? Welcome, welcome to our live stream here in the big state of Illinois. Um, Sunford, he's got 900 and 4 buses. Check out the channel. Check out that channel. See if we can get him a little closer to 1,000. We got 5 people in here. There you go. John helped you. I encourage each and every one of you to help each other in this live stream. Some people say, "Oh, we're not bus for bus." Well, how you going to get there if people don't help you? Thank you, Yankee Living, for coming in. I appreciate it. And you have an awesome evening. I got out here earlier this morning and did some chores. All right. Anytime, Yankee Living. Yeah, John, that's going to be a pretty good vacation for you. We took a bus tour in New York when we got off the cruise up there. There you go. Well, Sunford, I hope you get to your 1,000 mark. I hope you get there soon. And it's a lot of work. And you go and you bust to people and you bust to people and they don't bust back. And if they do, then they unbust from you. A Walmart card call. Okay. Well, let me check it out there, Kelly. Cool. Oh, Kelly, you tore the knees out of your jeans. I bet you did that on purpose. When I was a kid, that's all the jeans we had because we'd play on our hands and knees and tear up our jeans and we only had like two pair of jeans, one to wear and one to wash. Back when we was a kid, one pair of shoes. We shouldn't have been that poor, but that's the way it was. Okay, Jordan, have a good have a good evening. Good night to you. Hello, Patrick. You must have got something in the mail, Aunt, or Pam. Yeah, it's something. Oh, nice snake. Patrick, how are you? Let me check out your 704 buses. Cool. There's Patrick's. Yeah, Yeah, I bought that a long time ago, that doorbell. And I have it hooked up to the back door because we very seldom ever go to the front door. If we hear if we hear it ring for the front door, it's somebody selling something. And it doesn't have the nice chime, it just goes dong. Okay, forget that. Don't go to that door. Okay, like I said, there's a link for Patrick's channel. If you'd be so kind to help him out, at least look at it. We got some kind of package from UPS or something. Oh wow. Well, you'll have to do something about that, John. John.
Did you have gotten your thing already for the hot tub?
What is it?
It's a box.
To me?
Yeah,
Oh, you're kidding me.
it's heavy.
Where is it now?
On the back porch.
Okay.
Did you already gotten that tart?
Well, I I wouldn't think so, but I just ordered a tart for the hot tub there yesterday, and I guess it's already here. Hello, Brian, and I thank you for your support. Brian, however long you want to stay is great for me. 491 buses. Let me pull up here and check this out. That's a link for Brian's channel. He's got no what the deal was, John. John, I had bought a new cover for the hot tub, and I bought a tarp for it. And you can't buy an 8x8. You have to buy an 8x10 and cut it to 8 foot. All right. Well, I cut it, and the tarp's holding up great, but they seamed it the 8 foot way, and about a foot and a half they got a seam and it's split. I have no idea, and that just ain't gonna cut it. So I bought another one there yesterday, and I asked him. I said, "Now is this all one piece?" And it's supposed to be one piece. So, and it's even thicker yet. It's an 18 ounce, and the other one was uh, a 10 ounce. And the ones you buy at Walmart, them little thin blue ones, they don't last very long at all. Well, reboot and turn it off, turn it on. I don't know what to tell you. The internet's doing good, or it wouldn't. Well, I just opened the internet connection, and it says it's doing fine. I understand that you're saying it's buffering. Okay. I don't see that gear that you're talking about. See if that helped it. Oh, there it is. Settings. Okay. Autoplay, speed, quality. All right. Okay, I found it, John. Okay. Now, I found where you're talking about. And on that one page that I just went to, it was buffering. So did that help matters? And yes, it was set at auto, and I changed it to 480p. So did that help? Let's see who said it was buffering. Life on the trail. Hello to you. Okay, Sumford. Did that change the buffering? Okay, let's see if we can get it a few more for Life on the Trail. There's a link. Okay, and did that help it? there's a Hangout page, and then there's a YouTube page, and that's the one that I changed it on. It's not working. Wow. Well, turn the fan on, John. Okay. There you go. That's what I always tell Pam. Pam says, I'm hot. Yes, you are. Yep. Okay. So my YouTube page, it's different than the Google Hangouts, but it's not buffering now. And there's probably a little bit of a lag because see, I'm holding my hand up now, and on that YouTube page, it's not even coming up there yet. Ain't that something? My hand still ain't come up on that page. Oh, now it did. That's been a good 2 minutes. Well, good deal, Kelly. There's a big lag. Wow, I don't know what to do. I changed that setting. So you say when it goes to video, then you want to change it to 720. What does that do for it, John? Good deal, Kelly. The time lapse, okay? Well, Kelly, I've never heard of that. You use that to live stream? So, John, am I still lagging a lot? Because on my end, I don't see a lag on the Google Hangout, but I do on the YouTube part. Well, that's a good deal, life on the trail. Uh, Grizz uses his phone to live stream all the time, but he has internet wherever he has his phone service. Of course, I only have my computer, my desktop, and my laptop, and I have to stay close to the Wi-Fi. And my desktop is hardwired in, so it shouldn't be lagging. But if it is, I apologize. But I don't know what to do. I changed the setting, like John said. So, John, what's that setting for the speed? It's on normal now. I didn't change it. So, what would it do if I changed it to 720? Would that be any better? Or would that slow it way down? Okay, Sumford, I'm sorry about the lag. I, I don't know what to do for it. I changed the setting, like John said, and he knows what he's talking about. I'm not a computer whiz. I just learned from other people. I know enough to get me in trouble. Okay, Sanford, thank you very much for coming by. You being on here helps me a lot. Well, I got 12 thumbs up. That's pretty good. I haven't, see, I haven't live streamed since I've been back home. I made a couple of live streams while I was gone in the hotel, but it really lagged because, it's Wi-Fi and you're a long ways away. The second place, well, it's actually the third place. The third place I stayed at was actually better than the second place. I don't remember if I tried to live stream the first hotel going up or not. It your days get starts running together, you know. But I am putting up some videos, putting up one every other day, so people won't get bored, and it gives me a chance to answer all comments. That's what I'm doing right now too, John. Not before vacation, but the ones that I'm putting up now, I'm scheduling them to come on at 7 a.m. every other day. And there's two that's up now, and I got two more ready. And I should make more videos, but you think oh, I made a lot of videos, and you start looking at them and think, well, heck, I didn't make many at all. They're the one of Rowley's Bay Restaurant. It's it's a little long. It's actually 36 minutes long, but he's telling a story of how that bay came about with the ice age and stuff like that, and the Indians came over and going up Mick River and yeah. Oh, you'll be sleeping at 7 a.m. Well, it'll be up. You watch it anytime. I'm just trying to, have fun. I'm making a little bit of money. I've never drawn a penny yet. Not not that I'm saying I'm poor and I need it. I'm just doing it for fun. filling up my piggy bank. Boy, you're going to have to get up early for him because, well, you're on the same time as him, but he's an hour ahead of me. I understand, John John. I don't set an alarm anymore. I just I just go to bed, and when I wake up, well, then it's time to go to the bathroom, and then I stay up, get the coffee made. Oh my, Kelly, you're sleeping your life away. But when you're younger, though, you're staying up late at night. You're getting your days and your nights mixed up. When I was working for 40 years, I always got up at 5 o'clock. Five or, between 5 and 6 o'clock, because I always had to be worked by 7. And I set an alarm. So I don't set an alarm no more. I just try to sleep until I wake up, on my own. And then it's time for coffee, take the dog out, get in the hot tub. I understand, Kelly. I got wrapped up in looking at videos last night and Netflix, and I didn't get to bed until 11 last night. But part of my problem is I'll be watching a video, and then the next thing I know, I'm asleep here in this chair, right here in this chair, just, you know, I don't have a bit of trouble sleeping. That's right. Depends on what time you go to bed. Yep, that's my problem too, John John. If I'm not careful, 30 minutes in, I'm out. Yep, I don't blame you, Kelly. If you don't have to get up until then, enjoy it. Well, that's a good deal. I've been start. I've started eating honey before I go to bed. It's supposed to help you sleep, and I also do it for my sugar. I just got plain honey, no comb or anything, and I eat 2 spoonsful of honey right before I go to bed. And it's supposed to lower your sugar and it's supposed to make you sleep better. Maybe it's mind over matter. I'm not for sure, but it actually seems to help. And they claim as far as your sugar, it's a natural sugar. So when you eat it, it makes your sugar spike, and that makes your own insulin react quicker and better. So in the long run, it will make your sugar go down the next day after 2 hours. Yep. But if you're taking the medicine, I wouldn't do the honey deal. But it does seem like it's working. Like I said, maybe it's my imagination, but the honey tastes good. It kind of helps your throat. Then I go to bed and I put my mask on. Seems like it works. A lot of people do that, Kelly. Sleep with the TV on. It's kind of called white noise. Some people run a fan, does the same thing. They make these sound machines that you can turn different sounds on, put right by your head in your bed, either your nightstand or if you got a headboard cabinet or something, where you got a place to put stuff there. Either way. And I don't think that a TV runs that much electricity anyhow. We got a TV and 2 computers going on most of the 24 hours of a day. Sometimes we have 3 TVs going at the same time. Okay, are you going to have a sleep study? Them are fun now. They stick electrodes all over you and put things in your nose, and it doesn't hurt. I don't mean that, but you're just you're in a different environment. It's not your bed, you know. Well, you could have sleep apnea. Myself, Kelly, I quit breathing. Yep. So I have to wear a BiPAP machine every night of the world. And it has helped a lot. I've had a machine since 2011. So see, it's been 7 years. I wear it every night. A year ago, we was up at Wisconsin on vacation, and we had a real bad storm up there, and the electric got knocked out, and I couldn't wear my machine. Now, when you don't have it, you see a big difference. I couldn't sleep worth a hoot. I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't breathe right. But yeah, Kelly, you need to have it checked. And see, my biggest problem was when I started, I'm claustrophobic. Oh my heavens. I'd put that on and try to lay down, just rip it off. I couldn't breathe, or I thought I couldn't. But I'm getting better at it. For for one thing, when I first got my machine, the nurse came and she never helped me get my settings right. You know, I told her it's not setting right, and she came to set it. I said, "Tell me how to set that." "Oh, I can't do that." "Well, why?" "Oh, I can't show you how to set it." Well, I said, "Okay, I'll find out for myself." So when I first got on Medicare, they told me I had to have another sleep study, and I took my new settings that I had because I upped the settings. And he said, "Well, these are different settings." "Yeah." "Well, how is that?" "Well, I changed them." "Well, you're not supposed to do it." "Why?" "It's my machine. I can set it if I want to." "Okay." Well, so while I was having that sleep study, the tech changed my settings. And I told him, I said, "Tell me what my settings are that you have." He said, "Well, I can't do that." I said, "Yes, you can, because I need to know." So he rattled off two numbers. He said, "But I didn't tell you that." I said, "Okay." So they were higher than what I had, and I come home and set them settings to what he told me. Oh my heavens, much better now. Right. It takes a while to get comfortable with it, Kelly. Now, these newer machines, they claim that they set themselves. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. The doctor I went to, he said, you can have another machine." I said, "Well, unless you say I have to, why do that? This one's working. As long as this one's working, I'm going to stick with it. So anyhow, I changed my settings like the tech told me, and there's a card in there, and I can put it in my computer and read it. Okay, they say that your setting needs to be, or your reading needs to be below 5. Okay, it is now. Before I went to get that sleep study and knew these better numbers, it was up to 50, somewhere close to 50 or 30 or so like that. And now my settings is way down there. It's the I forget what the AH1 settings. It's the number of apneas per hour. Is what it's saying. Um, I guess. But anyhow, I keep track of it now, and they're much better. And if I have a high reading, then I clean my mask real good, or I change it. I get more mask than what I actually use because I don't change a mask every month just because you're supposed to. If I keep it clean, it works good. So as long as the readings are below 5, I'm gonna stay with that mask. I've seen another mask online, uh, and it came due that I had more supplies that I could get, and I asked them about that. And they said, "Well, you can't get that particular mask for another 3 months because you're not eligible for the headgear." I said, "Okay, uh, 3 months, I'll check into it." Well, I was going to buy it. I was just going to go buy it myself. Well, they're $169, and I don't even know if it'll work any better than what I've got. So I'll wait the 3 months, and then I'll inquire. She said, "Well, in 3 months, when you come eligible to get it, you'll need to go to the drugstore um, where they work out of and have it pre-fitted. You know, see what size you actually need." Okay, I said I can do that. It's only 10 miles from here, so I don't have a problem with that. But it it hooks in up here. Huh? Chat disconnected. Now, can you still hear me? What happened? Now, is the chat back? But anyhow, the mask I have now, the hose hooks here. That new one hooks up here on top of your head, and the air comes down here to it. Well, I didn't do nothing. It just said chat disconnected. Please wait, and then it's connected. That's why I typed in hi to see if it was working. So, Kelly, I hope you don't have to get the machine, but you really should have it checked out because there's a lot of people that have that and they don't know it. They, you know, and just because you snore doesn't mean that you have sleep apnea. There's other things they can do. Um, you know, if you can stand to have a chin strap, you can put that chin strap on and it'll hold your mouth shut. It's uncomfortable, but it may solve the problem, and it would be better than wearing the machine. And when you go to the doctor, ask him if he thought maybe just wearing a chin strap would help. And then they have these things that you put in your mouth, but I don't know. Yeah, see what the doctor says. But I would ask him about the chin strap deal, because if you keep your mouth shut, then it'll keep your airways open. And see, that's why I have to wear the full face. Mine comes up, I've got the Amar view, which you don't know what I'm talking about, but it goes underneath my nose and over my mouth. So even if I open my mouth, it still pumps air. When I take a breath, it pumps. When I exhale, it releases, because it's a BiPAP. It's not constant. Yep, and it's not that bad. It's not. It's nothing to be afraid of. Like I said, the only problem of it is you're sleeping in a different area, a different. And if you want to have the TV on, because he asked me, he said, do you want to sleep in the recliner? Do you want the TV on? Whatever you want. They'll let you do either one. And I said, no, shut it off, and I'm going to lay in the bed. That's right. Don't borrow trouble. Exactly, Kelly. Wait and see what the doctor says. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you the experience that I've had. And you're only 19. Big difference. But I know that I've had sleep apnea for years and never done anything about it, because I've had uh, the people I have slept with or by or whatever say, hey, you quit breathing. Well, I hope, John, you're okay. Well, you're okay, or they would have told you something. That's checking your heart, I believe. E EEG. Yeah. Oh, you got seizures. Oh, man. Okay. I'll bet. That is serious. Well, they can give you medicines for that, though, if they figure out exactly how bad or what they got to do. I understand. Oh, my heavens. That's serious, John John. Well, when I went to the doctor and told him that I wanted a sleep study, they put this thing on my finger that I had to wear a night to see if I was eligible for a sleep study. And they said my oxygen level for a sleep study. And they said my oxygen level went down, but not to 5% though. Wow. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's not cancerous. Well, I'll tell you what, if you think you got it bad, you just look around. That's a good way to feel, Kelly. And I'm sure he loves you back for that. Is the internet working any better? Am I still buffering for people? Let me check this one page. Seems like it's better, but it's behind time. Let's see. We'll have to have that machine, what you just said, for your finger. Yeah. Yeah, I had to wear that one night. I put it on my finger and I taped it up so it'd stay on. And it checked my oxygen level. And I wasn't breathing right because, see, I quit breathing. Oh man, John. But yeah, it's not no big deal, Kelly. He just put it on, and then the next day they come and they uh, they pick it up, and then they take it in, and they read it. Well, that's nice, Kelly. I think that Bobby Sprinkle went live. I'm gonna stay on here about maybe 10 more minutes until 2:30. It'd be 3:30 John's time. Well, there you go, John or Kelly. I think John, and Kelly, you're the only two that's on here with me. But that's all right. It's adding up. I try to not get in some of the other live streamers' way, and sometimes it's kind of hard for me to get on here because I got things going on too. I can't just sit here and live stream. But when you guys come on and talk to me, it's pretty fun. Well, Kelly, I'm glad that you feel Kelly. I'm glad that you feel that way about him. Everybody needs somebody. That'll work, Kelly. Um, how did your stomach turn out? Are you still having pains with that, or did you get that part cleared up? Because that was a serious deal then too. Oh, your back still hurts. Oh, wow. Maybe it was your back that was hurting, and I got confused and said stomach. Well, that's better. At least you got some relief to that. And hopefully, when you're setting or laying down, your back doesn't hurt. Okay. When I'm outside working, I can only stand so long. When I'm weed eating stuff, I sit down, take a break just every so often. I work for about 15 minutes and sit for 10. But I'm not working. I don't have a schedule. I can just take my time. I'll be outside working, come in. My wife said, "Where you been? Been working out in the yard. Still?" Well, yeah, I mean, I stop, take a break, you know. Oh yeah, your ankle. You hit something or fell over something. Wow. I had gout real bad. My acid level was at 10, and they started me on these pills. And then when I did my blood work, maybe a month later, my acid level went down to 6. So as long as I take these pills, I won't have that problem anymore. Right? Now, if you go to Walmart or the grocery store or something, always use a shopping cart. And, if your back gets to hurting, just stop and lean on it. That's what I do all the time. And there has been occasions that I've used one of their little go-karts, especially if I'm in a hurry and I got to go clear to the back of the store and grab something real quick. I'll just grab one of them carts and go back there and get what I want and get back up there and check out, be gone. But take you a shopping cart, and like I said, if your back gets hurting you ain't got no place to sit down in them stores. They should have chairs more often. Just just stop and lean on that cart, rest a little bit, and then you can go some more. There's ways to do it. It doesn't seem like it bothers me to walk as bad as it does to stand. If I'm standing in one place, that'll hurt my back worse and my legs will go to sleep. But if you walk, you're standing on this foot and then this foot when you're walking. But when you stand, you're just standing on both feet and both legs. I have flat feet too. Yeah. Um, I don't know if I have acid reflux, but I have heartburn sometimes. And I take that pill that Larry, the cable guy, promotes. Uh, oh, I can't even think. I can't pronounce it to start with. But anyhow, it works great. It's over the counter, you know. I have special inserts in my shoes. They cost about 350 a piece. I mean, not a piece, but a pair. Between, well, I, I over exaggerate. I think 250, 300 for a pair. And if it fits in my shoes. And my dad's like 6 foot. Okay. Are you saying that it makes him taller putting him insole in there? Because it probably does. But yeah, I've wore them for several years too. Well, it's let's see, 2:33. Kelly, let me know how your sleep thing. Of course, you said that's at the end of June. That'll be here before you know it. Let me know what your sleep study comes up with. But there might be a thing you can just wear something in your mouth when you sleep or a chin strap to keep your mouth shut because I'm sure that you're like me, you're a mouth breather where you open your mouth when you sleep. And it does make a big difference. But like you said, wait and see what the doctor says. Wow, that's terrible, Kelly. Yeah, I've got one ankle that is just more or less froze up. And I went to a surgeon right before I quit working to reinforce getting on disability, on disability. And he said, you definitely need surgery on that ankle, foot, or whatever. But he said, don't do that until you just absolutely can't take one more step because when you do have surgery, you got 10 weeks absolutely that you can't walk. No pressure on that foot whatsoever. So I'm not going to do that. But he said, yep, you need to get off that ankle and quit working. Well, that's pretty tall, 6'4". Okay, Kelly, appreciate talking to you. Um, hang in there, girl. You'll make it. But I just threw some options out there for you. And you're only 19, so things will be a lot easier for you than me because I am 61. So thank you for your support. And for now,